we can talk about hormonal cycle, which is different physiologically between men and women, and it affects our emotions, it affects how we perceive the world, and I feel we could function way better as a community, society and whatever if we would all know ourselves, if we would be present within ourselves and would be brave enough, and it would be easy to communicate.
Welcome to Oasis Podcast. We're gonna do a round of interviews to really speak up the topics that we all understand. A lot of us know what's going on, and some of us might seem to be interested in going deeper in the knowledge of our health. We as a community in Tallinn, based in Rotterdam Quarter, are feeling very revolutionized, because we're here today still, our 5th month of existence, and our space is enormous. This space is waiting to be filled with people that love self-development, that love to be surrounded with inspiring people. And this community has started, and it's growing rapidly. So whenever you feel the calling that you want to be part of this mission, this driven, huge, saving the planet mission, then you're most welcome to step in. You don't have to be vegan fully. You can be, let's say, Sunday vegan, and still understand that this is better for your health, this is better for the planet, and this is so much cooler because you can open up so many different parts of food and enjoy the nutritious and healthy lifestyle that this will bring to you. And on our first episode, I have the utmost sincere honor to welcome here with me on this stage a very special person, a very present, very happy and truly sincere lady, whom I, together with 2 other really spectacular people, 4 of us, started this project here. Today we can call that this has happened. This vision that we 4 of us visioned in our hearts and souls and minds, and just spectacularly understood the energy that in this place was created. And now it's a reality. How come, Liisbeth? Tell me.
Oh, really good intro. Yeah, we are here, and that's for real. Like, it's a paradise. Even this morning when I came in, every time it like evolves. I feel it evolving, because like you put so much energy into this place, with all of the people who are now working here, and this community who just comes and enjoys this place and food, and yeah. So, how come?
How come, yeah.
Oh, because we had this dream. I think we carried it for years within our hearts, and this opportunity opened up, and we were courageous enough to actually come together and work on that vision and see where it's gonna go. And of course, the journey is not always straightforward. It's always coming with its obstacles and weird ways of life. And yeah, I think we worked super hard on that vision, and we were communicating with each other from heart to heart. And we experienced being human, going into our minds and going into protection or whatever, and then being human as of like carrying this whole vision within, you know. That's why I'm not here today. That's why I'm sitting here with you and talking about other things soon enough. Yeah, me personally, I just understood that it's a really old dream that I had, which is not aligned with my life path anymore. It's not aligned with what I'm supposed to do here. And I felt it, and it was like the hardest thing to accept, basically. But like with this group of people that we opened this vision up and this possibility up, we just based it on being super honest, like radically honest. Like when there's something that you are even afraid to tell yourself, you have to tell it. Otherwise you're not respecting others. You're like leading us all to a wrong place. Mm-hmm. So yeah, radical honesty. Mm-hmm. That's why we're here. And then you had this like feeling so deep within you, so strong, you so strongly believed and felt it's your mission, and you did it. And we left, and new people filled the spaces, and they feel they're in the like rightest place of all, you know, and that's why it's possible. Mm-hmm. So that's why we're here.
Mm-hmm. There was a trick if we go one little story in there as well, that if they said they're gonna leave the group harmony because we felt different ways, then I also released it. I let it go, and this is, I think, one of the key things in life. If you can release something fully, openly, deeply, then this is a true chance of you to success, because if this thing that you imagine is coming back to you, then boom, this is explosion. That's truly your mission, our mission. And yeah, this came back to us and had many sidewalks and many stories to enhance. So it was I felt that this Envision round that we had expanded the whole concept of here, and that's why I'm super grateful the part that we united together. And now we're here back again doing other things. And today's morning we had a session over here with around 15 people. Do you want to tell what was the morning practice about today, and how did you felt this just this energy?
Mm-hmm. So we invited people together to practice something in the morning, and what it is exactly, in my view, and the spaces I hold, it differs. It differs every time. The main purpose was to invite people together to actually like go within, into yourself, and if we are together in a shared space and we're all focusing within, the like energy supports you to like go deeper. There are places where you may not like push yourself to, but like in the shared environment it's easier to go through or like stay centered. Or also I really enjoy this natural environment, meaning that there are sounds, there are machines, there are people who talk, there are a lot of things, and that's life. So how to stay centered even in this like environment when you have your practice in a super isolated room, and then you go into real life, like where is this transition? So that's my question. So I always welcome those things, natural sounds, people talking or whatever, something just happens. It's natural, and it helps you to train yourself to stay centered. Mm-hmm. So I love that, always.
Yeah, so we did a breathing session where you breathe in and breathe out, and then you have a second person who guides you and shakes you, and this is really like I feel still shaking, and this has it's been so new to me that your whole body can go into this transformative resonance. Let's say it. It's so like. Phew. So I totally recommend to do breathing sessions in the mornings, in the evenings. So take your time and find this presence to breathe.
Yes, and we connected with voice, especially because voice is a vibration. Everything is vibration, and it brings you really easily into your body. So I always recommend allow sounds to come, and our minds are not used to hearing the voice, or we are just like, we have shut ourselves so off that we are not, like, it's not comfortable for us. But I encourage you to like connect with your voice. And so I like had so many visions and feelings about what's going to happen this morning, and every time I enter a space which I'm going to hold, I'm just going to like drop everything behind that door, and then will be open to whatever I feel is needed. And I had this vision like very super recently before this event, that I'm just going to like do something intense to bring us all in close contact with the bodies and this voice. And when even someone is kind of like disturbing the body, or not disturbing, but you all felt what you felt, it enhances the process. And yeah, so let go. Let the voice go and feel the vibrations in your body. Feel if you talk, that's really interesting. If you turn your attention to tonality, and like this is up and down. That's up and down. So the easiest practice that you could do in the morning at home, when you feel that your throat is ready to open the voice up, it doesn't have to be straight after the awakening, then just like start to allow the voice out, and just do like sounds that come maybe at one tone, and then try to like make that voice travel up and down. And you will feel when there are places where you seemingly can't go, this is where is obstacle or something that wants to be released, or you can like with your practice go through that place. So it's like clearing yourself with your voice every morning, or every now and then whenever you like remember of it. So that's, yeah, voice brings you into the body. Speak from the heart.
Absolutely. What is your morning rituals? Do you have like certain rituals that you do every day, and then something that you do weekly based, or swap?
Yes, I do have my routine, let's say, or discipline, and that is something I've made a decision with. I've made this like agreement with myself that I'm going to meet myself every morning at a certain time, like the daily cycle, 24 hours. I find through my own experience and through what I see in the world and within people's experiences, what supports you the most is to have a sleep routine, like a sleep cycle that's always the same. Like seriously, if I know our lives are really hectic and we do a lot of things and we never know like what's gonna happen, but your body needs that support. So I made a decision like somewhere in August to like be really strict now, because my body needed that support, and I wake up at a certain time, even if it's like my day off like I have every day off. I'm just living my life as I want.
Nice.
But like there are there's no exception. I just wake up at a certain time when my body is used to, and I take that space for myself. And first thing, I just do some things with my mouth health, let's say, which is good for the whole body. Ayurvedic practice is with the copper wire to clean the tongue. That's what I do. That's a really good thing, because on the tongue there are so many, basically everything is connected with the organs, and your mouth health influences your whole system. So if you feel like you're getting a cold soon or something, then like clean your tongue, because you're not going to get ill. Like it's a simple thing. You're doing like 2 times, and every morning, then you brush your teeth, then you drink your warm water. It may have something in it, but yeah, and then after that I'm gonna move. And so that's like this part where I invited you to this morning. And how it looks like is that I first thing I check what's the weather and if I have possibility to go outside. So if you have the possibility to go outside, then go. If not, then just like find a space where you're not going to be disturbed, and then close your eyes, because the eyes give away so much energy. Like your focus is going to go all the way out, but like to bring it in, close your eyes and connect with your breath and feel, and start like breathing like you would breathe down into your like soles of the feet, and all the way up to your head, and then down again and up again, and then you're gonna go deeper down, and then you're gonna go like higher up. So you're like touching all of your body with your awareness, with your attention, with your breath. And at that stage I feel my body already gives me information of what's next. And that may be different every day. So I'm exploring all the time, and allowing my body to guide me, because some days I'm like full of energy, and like my body really wants to be like really fiery and active and strong, and I'm gonna give it what it needs. And some days my body is just like, oh, just like touch me with your attention, nothing else, and that's what I'll do. Yeah, so differs every time, but the routine is to meet yourself and allow your body to give instructions.
But how do you practice this feeling of intention and this inner gut that, oh, today I want to
do something,
hug myself, and today I'm like, oh, I want to run, I want to fire up. How do you practice this? This is a practice, I guess.
That's something you're gonna notice. The more you meet with yourself, the more you will see the different use of like the different faces that you have, the different feelings that are within your own body. Like it's not just you. Like when I say you, there's like Thomas, there, and they're all different, you know. I feel you know, like the people who know me, they know that I can be so different, and I am. We all are, and yeah, it's just about like putting the attention there. Like, how am I feeling right now? What does my body want me to do? And just exploring. And the practices I share and guide, I'm always, I'm never guiding straightforward things. I'm always guiding, like, the first thing I say is that I give you just ideas. I'm just here to give you ideas, inspiration, and you can peek and look what other people do and like get the inspiration, because we are all different and we all have different experiences. So you can, you can like touch yourself. That's a really big thing. You can like go a bit like into deeper places, but you can be really gentle. You can just touch your energy field and, you know, different things. It's about discovery. Yeah.
I remember we did a very nice yoga session with Liisbeth in Creative Space Tallinn. Usually we do a very hardcore Kundalini and mix of different other yoga styles. And then Liisbeth came over there, and then we started very like touching, and like I was like, interesting. And then suddenly the class was over, and we started to lay down. I was like, wow, this class is finished, but I feel like I'm like a newborn. Because this touching is I don't know, men don't touch themselves usually that much. I don't know if women do, but yeah. Oh, that was a yes or no?
No, it was okay. We are all human. That's the same. It doesn't matter the gender. We are all we've been we're lacking touch. We need touch. That's being human.
But that's a self-love. No?
It's a self-love. It's many things that are going on in this world right now. We are forced to be distancing even more, but actually the key is to be closer, really see the other person as basically the same. Like we can, I can feel how you feel. We can like breathe together, and that's something completely different. But that's really healing. And
one of the most amazing things, I can't say most, but one of the touches things with Liisbeth is when you are hugging her, then you feel the presence. It's like she's breathing in and breathing out, and then you feel, oh, I'm so relaxed. It's like, you know, it's like an orgasmic feeling, you know, but just by having a hug. And it's really outstandingly amazing. So I really appreciate every time I see you, because I know that this real hug is coming back again. And it's really like soft and tender and loving and really nice. And so I think that's one really key as well. If you're having this hug, then bring this presence, bring this beautiful constant love that you have inside you, and if you're present hugging with someone you love, then it's all in a flow. But Liisbeth has a very inspiring, as we are here in the restaurant, Liisbeth has a very wide range of knowledge about the food, about the nutrition, about all of the things that people need to know about the food. You're the super goddess of food, I would say. So, do you want to share where started your story with the foods? When did you understand that food is your story or part of your journey?
Yes, all right. So today I feel I'm in a place where I am this keeper of knowledge. I don't put my energy that much into it anymore, but I love when people ask and it just flows out of me. But yeah, my story goes far back. It's food and nutrition has been like the thing I've learned about most and have most experience in, or like both working and studying. And why? Because I always had this interest. That was something I liked to do as a child, to like cook. And then after secondary school, I discovered like, wow, I don't have to like do what I don't want to. I can just like actually go to vocational school or kutsekool in Estonian for 1 year to like figure out what I want to do, and at the same time I actually do something with my hands. So I went there and got trained as a baker, pastry chef. So and this also got me into work soon after the school started, and through work and actual life experience you actually get life experience. And so that was a tricky period of my life, and actually like everything you experience in your life, takes you closer to where you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to do. So I did a lot of things, and eventually I went to England to study at the university, food science and nutrition, and I've been working as a personal trainer and yoga teacher and coaching on nutrition and lifestyle, and I can say that I've learned a lot of things to understand what's wrong and to inspire myself to see what could be. So that's why I was so attached to this project as well. I was like, yes, finally, and the people, yes, let's do it. So I'm really happy that those things happen, and we're gonna change this food industry. And maybe I'm gonna open that story a bit more up. Why I'm here and doing those things and talking about those things is because at some point I was really out of my body and disconnected for a really long time of my life, and that was really intense. And in a way, learning about nutrition and health, it was like this something that could save me in a way. But
So you've been practicing on different people to guide them on the, let's say, not the right path, but the path that is better for them in their body health-wise.
Yeah.
So what could you say? Is there any things that are in common in these people that you have noticed that are not in the healthiest ways or living in a best nutritious wise lifestyle?
Yeah, so I've worked a lot with different people, and as soon as I started working, I understood that the common approach is not something I agree with, because it's like, eat this and that's your regime, and these are good things for you, and so on. It was like where's the holistic view on that person? That's why I got trained as a nutrition coach and started coaching. And as a coach, I see the many aspects in life. It's not only about health. It's not only about nutrition and what you eat, and do you do your morning routine? Is your sleep proper? It's about how are your relationships? What's your environment? Do you like what you do? How's your inner talk, your self-talk, all of those things. So right now I'm still coaching. I'm coaching with many different things, and I would say that the nutrition part is like a bonus. It's like an add-on. There's a fundamental things that we first must master. The person must integrate those things into his or her life, and then if she's ready to implement something new, we can go into nutrition. That's we're gonna polish the way we exist. There are so many different methods that you can master to support yourself, and
But still, I'm on this hook to understand if there is anything. I don't know, eat variety of veggies or fruits or some combinations, or is there anything that in this kind of trick hack way that we could start doing today without needing any coach to understand?
Okay. When you eat, chew your food and don't gulp it up down with the liquids. I don't drink when I eat, because I have to actually chew my food, and it's natural. So if you're gonna drink fluids as you eat, you're just gonna lahjendama.
Salute?
Yeah,
yeah.
the enzymes in your gut, so it's harder to digest actually. The enzymes are concentrated to digest the food that you're putting in. So that's the first thing. Try to not drink when you eat. Then I would say drink first, and then see if you're still hungry. Then pay attention to why you eat. Is it because of a habit, because of distraction, or because you actually need it? Then, like, I know what you want to hear, but like I'm getting somewhere.
She knows.
But then another thing, I know it's maybe something too much, or but I'm just gonna say it out. For some people, it might work. Smell your food.
Ooh.
Smell your food. Smell the options. Like your body is gonna give you the response instantly. The body knows what it needs. But if we're just gonna like, oh, someone made something for me, and oh yeah, I'm just gonna like eat it because I wanna be like, yeah, good friend or whatever. Like, why? Like, what are you doing with your body? And if you have a selection of options, really try it out. Like, smell different things, and then prepare your food with those things, and your body is gonna thank you. And of course, eat the rainbow. That I think that's the only like common slogan I'm using. Like,
eat the rainbow.
I wouldn't
eat
use
the rainbow.
anything else.
Eat the rainbow.
Yeah, all
3
the
times.
colors, all the colors, and different veggies and fruits, and like diversity. It's not about like you're not healthy if you're eating only carrots all the time. You have to change, like switch it out, and better quality and smaller quantity. You're having the best quality food and there's not much, but you're smelling it, you're present, you're like taking it in, and every bit is like your last bite. And then your body is in so much better place than when just like eating something out of habit or mindlessly.
You know, sometimes our mind, for me, I feel often, and sometimes too often, that my mind is going somewhere else than this one here in front of me. And this is the pure love we put inside, and this is the energy of variety of energies that we feed our bodies, and this is how we can live as a soul in this beautiful reality. We have to nutrition our bodies, our I don't know, it's like a machine that's working not randomly but simultaneously all the time. And we can only fully help it to grow. But besides food, like you mentioned, you're doing yoga, you're doing coaching, you're doing sessions with young women. What is the meaning of this all for you? What do you feel that your path is about to driven? What's your mission?
Oh, it's just coming from so deep down that it's not intellectual at all. It's just like my body is telling me something to do something like that. And there's experimentation still, like you have to try out different things to know what's for you, but like body is the thing, and there are so many different ways to approach the body. Personally, living in a woman's body, I just am so inspired by my own experience living as a cyclical being, and yeah, it's great influence what comes from within, and I've just like learned that when I take care of it, when I'm present within my own body, layers open up. Yeah, and that's what I feel is driving me, my own experience, and when I see other people experiencing and revealing themselves and getting those first tastes of like, whoa, like I got that experience and my body is so powerful, and so on. And yeah, I'm guiding people to connect with themselves in many different ways, including all of my experience and knowledge. It can be nutrition, it can be body work, it can be voice, it can be whatever, knowledge. So yeah, I'm working with women a lot. As a women's yoga therapist, I talk about the cycles within, and I'm super interested about men, how they function, because like we can talk about hormonal cycle, which is different physiologically between men and women, and it affects our emotions, it affects how we perceive the world, and I feel we could function way better as a community, society, and whatever if we would all know ourselves, if we would be present within ourselves and would be brave enough, and it would be easy to communicate. So that's like I'm talking about that. I'm like talking with men about women, and with women about women, and young girls, and yeah, everyone.
I can definitely feel Liisbeth's being admiration, someone to admire, because her presence and her way of communicating and her way of listening, that's one of the ultimate keys in life that I understood just recently. Fully listening, being present for someone else to share from inside is already healing, and we all know it, we all do it all the time. And but bringing this into a wider community like we have it in here is a collective mission, and it's a bigger work. It's not just only personal work or one-on-one or about ourselves. It's a grand mission. It's really, you're showing it all up like a rocket. Thank you for this. I have a few more questions. Like we understood here about the nutrition, about lifestyle, about mentality, self-work. You started with a wide variety of areas that we all need to be present before we can go into the nutritious part, like relationships. Do you feel yourself as a biohacker?
Biohacker. That's being present within the body, I feel, within the physical body. I've had that period in my life, the biohacking period. I've always felt that I have to experience before I'm gonna share. And yeah, I can talk about my own experience. But to answer your question, right now I feel I wouldn't label myself as a biohacker, but I like to take pieces and from different things and approaches and be inspired, and I feel that I recognize what's for me, I recognize what's not for me. So a really key message also connecting with the question you had before, like how to recognize like what's from my heart, what's from within. Trust, like it's so subtle, it's so like quiet feeling within your body or in your mind, it's a knowing or whatever, that oh, maybe it's not for me, like, or maybe it is for me. With anything really, like trust yourself and try it out. And sometimes our minds are so attached that you're still gonna like go the other way, but later you're gonna know. But just be radically honest with yourself, like make this agreement, like I'm gonna just completely follow my inner feeling and try it out, like what's gonna happen. And as soon as you get your like first good experience, you're gonna trust the process and gonna continue.
Yes. Very much like it.
Yeah, maybe it's life hacking.
Yes, not a biohack. She's a life hacker. I love it. But as we all understand and know, in this world we're living today, it's huge, massive changes happening, and the whole world is, let's say, upside down. But it's a way of mindset as well. We can see in here in Estonia that it's not upside down. So, but what do you feel right now? What's this process that we are all going through together? What is it all about? And how to, and how to be present in this huge mess, I would call.
Yeah, it's simple. I was really happy when it all happened.
Simple, happy.
Yeah, because it just brings us into our own selves. And it shows all of the shit that you've been carrying and not being courageous enough to face. Everything's gonna come to surface, and it's all so terrible because that's what like you've been suppressing and not being able to feel those things through and like release them from your system. So actually at those times we are learning how to allow things to be released, like let go, and this can be physical, this can be emotional, mental, whatever. It's a learning process, and it's a gift, like a blessing. And those who I'm just happy for those who find assistance. That's really important. Like, don't stay with it alone. Like, we all go through really difficult periods in life. It's really difficult to exist sometimes, and just know that you're not alone. You don't have to be alone. Find help. There are so many people who can help you. That's important. And then maybe another thing is that not everyone will be affected from this, and that's okay. But like celebrating like all of the people who are now like coming closer to themselves.
Oh yeah. This is a huge opening up, and really I felt myself as well in the starting of this whole crisis. Some say, I say crisis in a good way, like you. I started to feel the fear, and the fear came into me, and I was like, the whole world is collapsing, my businesses are collapsing, and I'm gonna not die, but I'm gonna go down, dig myself a hole or something. And then this fear kind of collapsed when I understood there is nothing to be feared of. And then I understood, this is a time. This is an extra time somebody has gifted to me. All of the events I was organizing, cancelled. Okay, no organization. Okay, let's go to the nature. Nature, the best place. I love it. Yeah. And then, so relaxed and so much time with myself in the nature, calming and rebuilding myself. And wow, so I definitely agree with you. This is a spectacular time, and if you're not yet understanding this is a spectacular time, then think about it. Think another perspective in life, and maybe you will find this sweet spot that's in this whole mess that our media and everything is showing us.
Yeah. I've always loved to say, and I'm just gonna say it out, that this shit, and I'm going to use that word in Estonian, it's fertilizing. It's fertilizer for your future. Like, just allow it, let it be present, and the future is going to be like, you're going to evolve. Life is about evolving.
Life is about change, yeah. being with you here in this moment. I'm feeling like I'm in the paradise. And in this morning session, I was really in this transformative wave of flowing, and it took me up in the sky and deep down in the earth, and I was so connected with everything that I can call myself a reborn. Mm-hmm. And I feel this is what we can do every day.
Yes. Oh yes.
I should talk, but I cannot.
Oh.
Where are you going next?
I'm like choosing the depth of my answer right now. I'm just gonna continue my journey through feeling. It's about the quality of the feeling. Mm-hmm. So I'm choosing. Oh, okay, let's do that. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I'm choosing calm and love and presence. And I'm choosing to hold those spaces. Yeah, truly. It's really been inspirational. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here in this moment and sharing your wisdom and being present, sharing the knowledge of being present, and really helping us, Oasis, to build up and being this mind-blown visionaire. Thank you for this effort and all of this heart and love that you share with all of us. It's pure love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for joining this beautiful show today. And please leave your comments, leave your questions, subscribe to our channel. And if you are in Estonia, please come and join us in this beautiful paradise-like Oasis restaurant in Tallinn. And hope to see you very soon. And thank you very much for joining this journey. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Mwah.